How to build your career after B.Tech, higher studies, government jobs and startups. It is by Professor A. Sai Prasad, sir. So let me just give sir's introduction in short.
Madam, we can leave 1 minute.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sure. Thank you so much for joining us today.
So, Sai
Thank you,
Prasad
sir.
garu vastunara?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, madam.
Right. Okay.
So Professor A. Sai Prasad, sir, Director Academic and Examinations, Vasavi College of Engineering. It is my honor to introduce sir, a highly respected academician and leader in the field of engineering education, currently serving as the Director of Academics Examination at Vasavi College of Engineering, one of the premier engineering institutions in the region. With a rich background in academic planning, curriculum development, and student evaluation, Professor Sai Prasad sir has been instrumental in implementing quality academic practices that enhance learning outcomes. Sir's insights and guidance have shaped the academic journey of numerous engineering students. Today, we are privileged to have him share his expertise and valuable inputs with us. So let us welcome Sai, sir. You can please take over the session.
Good afternoon, madam. Good afternoon to all the participants.
Good afternoon, sir.
I am very happy to interact with the M.Tech or engineering aspirants, particularly how to build their career after the engineering. I am happy to, first of all, share this knowledge or whatever the awareness to all of you before you start your career in engineering. See, first of all, in the intermediate, how the candidates or students, how they are thinking about their career planning. See, for example, after the 10th class is completed, whether we should take intermediate MPC or intermediate BPC or intermediate MEC, like that, they used to do some brainstorming. Once that brainstorming is completed, then in which institute we have to join, whether we have to focus only on TG EAPCET or JEE mains or JEE mains as well as JEE advanced. Like that, you are having such a brainstorming before selecting the institute for coaching of intermediate as well as these competitive exams. Now, the similar situation will happen even in the 4 years of engineering. Why? Because engineering is only a just beginning for the career. Today, engineering is not the, B.Tech is not the ultimate degree. B.Tech is not the ultimate destination in engineering and technology. Because lot of changes are happening in the technological developments. Similarly, lot of emerging technologies are coming up month by month. I don't say year by year. Month by month, technologies are fastly changing. Normally, in those who have taken up the engineering, here I am not at all discussing what kind of branch you have to select or which course you have to select. That all other speakers might have discussed. Any doubts if you have in the interaction during, we can discuss. But I don't want to divert towards the change of selection of branch or selection of field, etc. Once you have taken up any engineering, what you have to do is you need to develop skills, employability skills. That is very, very important. Today, all the companies, one second. Today, all the companies are focusing on skill sets or knowledge on the working skills from a candidate when before they are recruiting. This is very, very important for any engineering student to remember. Why? Because, for example, I'll tell you a simplest case. For example, a student who have completed B.Tech electrical engineering. After the 4 years of course, he might have secured first class with distinction in the B.Tech electrical. Suppose suddenly in their own home, if the water pumping motor got spoiled or it gone to the repair and it is not working. Now we need to put a question to ourselves whether a B.Tech EEE engineer can get it repaired or will they call an electrician, professional electrician. Similarly, suddenly your LED TV is not working in your own house and ECE, electronics and communication engineering is graduate is available who have recently passed in distinction. Will he take up that TV repair work, or at least can he identify the reason why it is not working? So these are the simplest questions which we need to put ourselves. So to what extent we have learned the skills during the engineering program. So why I quoted these cases is, similarly, nowadays 80% of the students are selecting computer science and allied branches. So the moment a software organization have recruited you, they expected that immediately what you will do once you entered into the company. See, they expect that you must immediately take up a project, coding work, and you must immediately execute the software product to the client. So are we ready? What is coding? What is a unit development? What is system integration? What is the final product release? What is the quality testing? All those things who will make you to learn. So these are the expectations of the companies which they are recruiting with a attractive packages. So now that is why most of the companies have changed their recruitment procedure also. Earlier, 10 years back, software companies used to recruit on the basis of preliminary screening, on the basis of aptitude, which comprises of logic, arithmetic, reasoning, grammar, etc., and psychometry, and then group discussions or technical round interview, finally HR round interview. Today, most of the companies are conducting the recruitment test based on the testing of coding skills. So how do you inculcate or how do you get ready those skills in you? Similarly, you take a electronics and communication engineering students, if they are going for their domain side like Intel, Qualcomm, etc., in those companies, they immediately expect whether this candidate will be able to work on the VLSI design and whether he has got the knowledge on those areas software related. Understand? So in the similarly, electrical students, civil engineering students. So for example, most of the students are expecting civil engineering means only to work on the site, standing in the hot sun, in the field, locate sites, etc. No, lot of softwares or jobs are available based on the civil engineering, and many things are getting ready in the closed rooms with a computer. Today, the entire designing and monitoring and execution only on the field. So designing and monitoring is done by the software through a project management, AutoCAD, BIM software, etc. So candidate must be ready to know the knowledge to use these tools on the BIM software, building information management system. Okay, so that is why, because I wanted to give this briefing, why student get ready with the skilling. To emphasize that only, I have told all these points which you may come across after the 4 years of B.Tech. Now, what we have to do is, at the time of first year, second year, madam, I am audible? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir. You're audible, sir. Yeah, you're audible.
Okay. Right. So, in the first 2 years of engineering, students should focus majority on the academics. From third year onwards, fourth year onwards, students should choose the different platforms. See, one I wanted to tell you, an engineering student will have 3 kinds of professions or 3 kinds of goals they can set themselves after the engineering of 4 years course. First one is doing masters at abroad and doing masters in India, particularly in IITs and NITs or prestigious deemed universities. And this is second way of goal setting. Third way is by writing the CAT entrance, joining in the MBA in the prestigious B schools like Indian Institute of Management, Indian Institute of IIMs, or prestigious B schools like XLRI, TAPI Institute of Management, etc. And of course, a common goal should be the campus placement. Why I said it is a common goal instead of saying is a fourth goal? Because first goal is doing masters at abroad. Second is doing masters within India in the premier institutes. Third is doing MBA in the prestigious B schools. But why I said placement is a campus placement is a common goal in the sense, in these 3 objectives, we are not sure that definitely after the 4 years we may get selected or not. See, for example, students who have written TG EAPCET 2025, if you get admission in this academic year, that is 2025-26, you will be completing your B.Tech by 2029. So immediately in the 29-30 academic year, you should be able to join in higher education at abroad or in India or business school. How these admissions are possible? Unless we plan from third year of your engineering onwards. Even though we plan, sometimes we may not get an admission of our choiced college or choiced university. Then what you do? You will not keep ideal at home, or you will not keep quiet at home without doing anything after the B.Tech. That is why campus placement should be a common objective. Out of these 3 goals, anyone you select, in that if you are not successful immediately, we should be able to join in the campus recruited job. And not only it is a safety precaution, for certain things, it has become a very, very essential. In what aspects it is very, very essential? Nowadays, even the students who got admission in prestigious IITs, Indian Institute of Technology institutes, even though they got a campus placement with 15 to 20 lakhs package, after 2 years of job, they are quitting the job and joining in IIMs for MBA course. Because of the attractive packages, job environment in the IIMs. So, in IIMs, they give preference for the professional experience. That means if you got 2 years of work experience after the engineering, you will be considered with additional weightage at the time of 1-to-1 interview in the B schools. That is the first advantage. Second advantage, those who are planning for higher studies at abroad, particularly, why we are going to abroad, whether it is US or UK or Australia or New Zealand, to get a good job placement and to earn more money there. In spite of the present US recession and situation, many of our Vasavi Engineering College students who have gone for MS program at US after their 2 years of job experience in India, they got benefited by securing the job immediately after their MS program without consultant involvement. In US, consultant's role is very, very important, and they charge 25 to 30% commission on our salary. But our students, majority of them have secured job immediately after their MS program without the help of consultant in the very prestigious companies like Visa, Microsoft, Google, etc. The reason is why they acquired the required skills in that 2 years of professional experience, which they secured through the campus recruit. So in that way, their job, campus recruited job, and that experience helped them to be placed in a very good salary at US. Even this year also, in 2025-24 also, many of our students have joined with 1,25,000 to 1,50,000 package dollars, $1,50,000 package per annum, including the Apple, because they experience gained in the campus recruitment. That is why campus recruitment is a very, very important for every student for a comfortable settlement of their career after the engineering. So one should not neglect it, even though you have different objectives or plans after the 4 years of course. First, you secure a placement, whether you join or not, that is a different story. But don't leave that opportunity during the campus study. Why? Because it is very advantageous, because you will have a peer group, you will have an ecosystem, you will have a less competition in securing the campus job if you are planning for the campus recruitment. Otherwise, by outside trying to secure a job is definitely difficult compared to the campus recruitment job. Okay. Now, coming to the 3 important goals what I have discussed. One is planning for abroad masters in India and IA. So what you have to do, see, first of all, first 2 years, as a earlier advice, focus on your academics. Now, the situation has changed. Now only first year is only the focusing on the main academics. From second year onwards, you need to secure or develop your skill sets, particularly those who are in the selected the computer science, ECE and IT related branches, circuit branches or coding branches. Why? Because Google, Microsoft, etc., such of those companies are conducting special competitions, hackathons, even at the end of first year, and they're extending the stipend or internship for the students. Okay, so what you need in every engineering college, they are teaching programming C. Now, my advice is useful for all the branches of engineering, not only circuit branches as I mentioned. So most of the engineering colleges are teaching C programming and Python programming. They might have taught you, or they might have teach you basics of that C programming concepts, coding, etc., and Python programming skills. And they may ask you to execute some programs in the laboratory classes. Those are all basics. But how do you apply them in a real-time approach? For that purpose, that classroom teaching is not at all sufficient. You need to listen to the YouTube lectures, expert YouTube lectures on the C programming and Python programming, and register for Hackers Rankers platform. You can search in the Google for Hackers Rankers platform. What is Hackers Rankers platform? They will conduct different coding tests in low level, medium level, high level. Why? Because software companies are also classified into three categories. Those who are offering salary between 3.5 to 4.5 lakh per annum, who are called as MNCs, multinational companies like TCS, Infosys, Wipro, Tech Mahindra, Cognizant Technology Solutions, etc. There are certain medium range companies like Deloitte, Accenture, etc. And there are product companies are there in the market like Microsoft, Oracle, Google, ServiceNow, Salesforce, etc. Those companies will offer about 20 lakhs per annum. Obviously, their testing methods are also at different levels. Why Google and Microsoft? TCS also, for the last 4 or 5 years, they are conducting and recruiting at three-tier system based on the knowledge and skills of the candidates. One is TCS Ninja, TCS Digital, TCS Prime. So those who selected for TCS Ninja will be offered as 4.5 lakh, Ninja 6.5 lakh or 7 lakhs, and TCS Prime, they are offering above 9 lakhs per annum. So those who are planning for TCS Prime, their selection motto is different. Complexity in the coding contest is different. So how do you gear up for such a complex or complicated coding test? So for that purpose, you need to join in the Hackers Ranker platform and practice the lower level coding contest, then medium level, then higher level. After acquiring the basic concepts in your classroom, that is in the C programming or Python programming. Sometimes some students may not be, 1 second. Sometimes students may not be able to understand whatever their teachers taught in the classroom about C programming skills or Python programming, or you might have absent on essential grounds. That is why I advise you to listen through YouTube lectures. Expert lectures are there. Instead of you spent on the mobile screen for Facebook or WhatsApp or Twitter or LinkedIn, better you spend your screen time on these searches. For best, today you can use the chat GPT also for searching the better explanation on particular topics in the C programming or Python programming. So this is a very good advice I wish to give the students. Okay, you are habituated with mobile. Better you spend your screen time on these aspects, on these fruitful issues instead of non-productive issues. Okay, so in that way, you slowly develop your skills and establish your concepts as well as applying the concepts to the various applications in C programming and Python programming through these video lectures and Hacker Rankers platform. Then you are comfortable and ready for the coding competitions. Okay. In the second year, you will be taught data structures and algorithms. This is also a common course for all the branches nowadays. Most of the engineering colleges have adopted. Why? Because it is, though all the fields of engineering are important, manufacturing is important, construction is important, chemical engineering is important, electrical engineering is important, everything is important. But as on today, the reality is 80% of the jobs are from software industry. And majority of the students are getting attracted, irrespective of the branch they join, towards the software job. So you better develop these skills, particularly in the coding and practicing that skills in the first year and second year. Then you are ready for all the coding contest. And then third year onwards, what you have to do is you select one goal. In the beginning, I explained there are three types of goals. One is higher studies, doing masters at abroad, doing masters in within India for IITs or NITs, and planning for B schools for MBA. So in third year, you will have to select your one of the programs. For example, you are selecting masters at abroad, then you will have to plan for GRE, ILTU, TOEFL, English fluency. Based on that score, you will be able to get the admission in the reputed universities at abroad. Suppose if you are planning for IITs, masters in IITs, you must have to write an all India examination called GATE, GATE, GATE. So in third year, if you select these courses, you must go for training or coaching. Because without professional coaching, you will not be able to excel in those competition entrance tests. So better, I advise you go for a coaching and secure a good notable rank or scores to get the prestigious university or institute admission. Those who are aiming for CAT, that is admission in big prestigious B schools for MBA, then in such case, you will have to join for a coaching called CAT, CAT, Common Admission Test. So in the
Sir,
during the fifth
sir.
semester, yeah.
Sir, just a
Yeah.
moment, sir. Sorry to interrupt. So we will take one or two question answers from the audience, sir. Those students, you can please raise your hands and interact with sir and ask questions. Yes, Supriya. Supriya.
Hello, ma'am. Hello.
Yeah. Yes.
Hi, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Amma Supriya.
సార్ బీటెక్ అయ్యాక నార్మల్గా నేనైతే ఇప్పుడు సోషల్ సైన్సెస్ మీద నాకు ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఉంది సార్, కానీ ఇంట్లో సిఎస్సిఏ చేయమని అంటున్నారు. నాకైతే జర్నలిజం సైడ్ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఉంది సార్. సార్ నాకు ఇప్పుడు జర్నలిజం సైడ్ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఉంది, కానీ ఇంట్లో బీటెక్ సిఎస్సినే చేయమంటున్నారు. రెండు క్లబ్ చేస్తూ జర్నలిజం ఇన్ డిజిటల్ మీడియా చేస్తే ఎలా ఉంటుంది సార్?
Yeah, good question, Amma. There are certain deemed universities offering such a combination courses.
సారీ సార్, ఏ యూనివర్సిటీ?
There are certain private deemed universities like WIT, SRM, etc. And what you have to do is you will have to search for the courses and their optional choices. Because in the choice-based grade system, CBCS, students who might have in intermediate might have heard about this name, choice-based credit system. So in engineering, totals out of 160 credits, students should select from various pools, those courses. So in that optional pool, around 20 credits are earmarked from the students' choiced courses like journalism, music, yoga, and like a student doing mechanical engineering, and he wished to do in some management courses. Okay, and the students, he is in civil engineering, but wish to do in some courses in artificial intelligence and management, machine learning. Student in a ECE student or a EEE student wish to do some courses on system on chip design. Like that, they are offering some cafeteria mode. See, for example, if you go to a hotel, how you have a choice out of the total food items prepared by them. In the similar way, some of the universities are offering choice-based grade system with this kind of courses. You will have to select those university. At least you can do some 15 to 20 courses of your choice.
ఓకే సార్. బట్ సర్టిఫికేట్ మీద ఏమని వస్తుంది సార్?
Certificate B.Tech civil engineering, they will give you like that. But in the B.Tech civil engineering, some courses on the basic sciences, some courses on humanities, some courses on open electives, like whatever the courses you like, and some courses on professional core and courses related to computer science, some courses on professional elective, that means advanced courses in their branch. Like that, they will offer the courses.
ఓకే సార్. సార్ ఒకవేళ నేను జర్నలిజం చేస్తే నాకు స్కోప్ ఏముంటుంది సార్ ఫ్యూచర్ లో?
Very good question. See, for example, one more opportunity I wish to tell you. While doing the computer science, you can also do the courses on journalism through MOOCs. That is online courses.
Sir, I had heard the platform. Sorry.
Various platforms like NPTEL, Coursera, edX, etc. are there. So from those platforms, you can do those online courses and secure the required knowledge or qualification in that. What kind of jobs you have asked? For example, any media organization, whether in electronic media or print media, they want an employee who has the knowledge in the journalism as well as the computer science knowledge. Okay.
Okay, sir.
See, ordinary journalists hardly may mail you the information, whatever they gather, to their main office. But whereas a computer expert can give the suitable animations, artwork, and other things also they can do before the printing also. And by using the suitable software, by using the suitable search with your computer science knowledge, you can cross-verify the information, whatever you acquire, whether it is happened in any other country or any other state, and you can also give your conclusions or remarks with your findings through journalism.
Sir, I had one doubt. Journalism and mass communication, journalism and digital media. అలా చాలా టైప్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా సార్, అందులో ఏది తీసుకుంటే బాగుంటుంది సార్?
That is to some extent personal choice, but journalism and digital media is nowadays very popular.
ఓకే సార్. మార్కెట్ ట్రెండ్ జర్నలిజం అండ్ డిజిటల్ మీడియా మీద నడుస్తుంది అంటారా సార్? సార్, డిజిటల్ మీడియా అండ్ ఎలక్ట్రానిక్ మీడియా బోత్ డిఫరెన్స్ ఏంటి సార్? డిజిటల్
almost same
కదా సార్?
Digital means anything on the screen.
Yeah. Line. Electronic media is on line. Digital is on screen. Okay. We'll take up next question from Mohan Rao garu. Mohan Rao garu, please, can you please unmute your mic? Mohan Rao garu. Yeah. Shilpa? Yes. Mohan Rao garu, please unmute your mic. Shilpa, you can also unmute your mic. Okay.
Hello,
Trishal?
sir.
Yeah, please.
Sir, namaste sir. Na peru Mohan Rao andi.
Mohan Rao garu, namaskaram. Matlandi.
Sir, na doubt వచ్చేసి అడ్మిషన్ గురించి సార్.
Please అడగండి.
మా పాప వచ్చేసి లాస్ట్ 7 years నుంచి అవుట్ ఆఫ్ ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్, అవుట్ ఆఫ్ తెలంగాణలో ఉంది. ప్రస్తుతం గుజరాత్ లో +2 కంప్లీట్ చేసింది. ఇక్కడ అడ్మిషన్ కి తెలంగాణ సెట్ రాపిస్తే 8,000 ర్యాంక్ వచ్చింది సార్. ఎలా ఉంటుంది ఛాన్స్?
ప్రొఫెసర్ సాయి ప్రసాద్ గారు మీరు చెప్తారా నేను
ఆ.
చెప్పమంటారా?
చెప్తాను సార్.
చెప్పండి
సార్
please. Thank
మోహన్
you.
రావు గారు,
సార్
ఇప్పుడు యాజ్ ఆఫ్ టుడే
Sir.
అంటే 2025 లో గవర్నమెంట్ ఆఫ్ తెలంగాణ ఇచ్చిన జీవో ప్రకారము
సార్
మీరు మొదటి నుంచి ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ స్టేయింగ్ ఇన్ ద తెలంగాణ స్టేట్ ఫర్ మోర్ దాన్ 10 years
సార్
ఉన్నారా అండి?
లేను సార్, లేను.
ఆ?
లేదు సార్, నా జాబ్ వచ్చి నేను కెనరా బ్యాంక్ లో పనిచేస్తుంటాను.
కరెక్టే
సో
సార్. మీరు
నాది
ఇప్పుడు ఎక్కడ
ట్రాన్స్ఫర్
ఉన్నారు?
మీరు
నేను
కానీ
లేను.
మేడం గారు కానీ మీరు
లేను,
కానీ
లేను.
మేడం గారు కానీ ఇక్కడ పుట్టటము పెరగటము చదువుకోవటం ఏమైనా చేశారా?
లేదు సార్, చేయలేదు.
మీ
మీదంతా
పాప
ఆంధ్రానా?
ఎక్కడ ఉన్నా?
ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ సార్ మాది. ఒక 5 years మాత్రం నేను వర్క్ లో నేను ఇక్కడ పనిచేయడం జరిగింది హైదరాబాద్ లో.
ఓకే. ఇప్పుడు మీరు జాబ్ ఎక్కడ చేస్తున్నారు?
రీసెంట్లీ ఐ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ టు హైదరాబాద్ అండి. నేను ఇప్పుడు అహ్మదాబాద్, గుజరాత్ లో పనిచేస్తున్నాను. అంతకుముందు
ఇప్పుడు మీరు కొద్దిగా యాక్చువల్ గా ఏంటంటే ఈ కొత్త జీవో ప్రకారము మనం 10 years ఆఫ్ బైఫర్కేషన్ దాటిపోయింది కాబట్టి, బికాస్
sir.
2014 లో ఆంధ్ర తెలంగాణ సపరేట్ అయింది. ఇప్పుడు
అవును sir.
నాన్ లోకల్ అనేది ఉండదు.
సార్
లోకల్ అండ్ అన్ రిజర్వ్డ్ అనేది ఉంటుంది. సో ఇప్పుడు మీరు 15% అన్ రిజర్వ్డ్ కింద రావాలి అంటే either candidate or parent should have stayed 10 years in the Telangana state.
ఓకే సార్.
Or at the time of entrance test or admission, if you are working in a public sector or a government of India organization in Telangana area, then you will be considered under unreserved quota.
Yeah, local and reserved. You are correct. Exactly.
Dates
You are eligible. No, you are working కదా. ఆల్రెడీ వర్క్ చేస్తున్నారు కదా.
ఇప్పుడు ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ అయింది సార్. నేను ఈ
పర్వాలేదు. దట్స్ ఫైన్. పాప కూడా 5 years. వన్ సెకండ్. మీరు బిఫోర్ దిస్ ఆల్సో యూ హావ్ స్టేడ్ ఇన్ తెలంగాణ ఫర్ 5 years కదా ఎర్లియర్?
అవును సార్.
అండ్ పాప ఇక్కడ చదువుకుంది కదా 5 years?
5 years చదువుకుంది సార్, కానీ చాలా చిన్న ఏజ్ లో అనమాట.
పర్వాలేదు. అండ్ యూ కమ్ బ్యాక్. అన్రిజర్వ్డ్ కింద ఎలిజిబిలిటీ ఉంటుంది మీకు. ఎంసెట్ ఆల్ టికెట్ లో ఈ ర్యాంక్ కార్డ్ లో ఏమని రాశారు? లోకల్ అని రాశారా, అన్రిజర్వ్డ్ అని రాశారా?
నాన్ లోకల్ అని రాశారు సార్.
నో ప్రాబ్లం. యూ విల్ బికమ్ ఎలిజిబుల్ ఫర్ దట్ 15% సీట్స్.
ఓకే రైట్ సార్. ఈ 8,000 ర్యాంక్ కి మనం మన ఛాన్స్ ఉంటుందా సార్? బ్రైట్ ఛాన్స్
ఉంటుంది. బట్ అందులో మళ్ళీ రిజర్వేషన్ కూడా ఉంటుంది. అంటే
ఓసీ నేను.
ఓకే, ఓపెన్ కేటగిరీలో ఫీమేల్ కి యాక్చువల్లీ 1/3 సీట్స్ ఉంటాయి. అన్రిజర్వ్డ్ లో కూడా 1/3 సీట్స్ ఉంటాయి. సో వీ కెనాట్ ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ సే వేర్ ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ యూ విల్ గెట్, బట్ అదర్వైజ్ యూ గెట్ రీజనబుల్లీ గుడ్ కాలేజ్ ఆఫ్ యువర్ చాయిస్.
ఓకే.
థ్యాంక్ యూ. Shilpa. Okay, Trishal.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Please. One of you. Shilpa, please speak. Trishal, please wait. Shilpa.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, sir.
Very good afternoon.
Sir, B.Tech తర్వాత ఒకవేళ జాబ్ దొరకకపోతే ఫ్రీలాన్సింగ్ చేసుకోవడానికి ఏ కోర్స్ తీసుకుంటే బాగుంటుంది సార్?
ఏంటమ్మా బీటెక్ తర్వాత?
బీటెక్ తర్వాత మనం ఏదైనా ఫ్రీలాన్సింగ్ చేసుకోవాలంటే ఏ కోర్స్ తీసుకుంటే బాగుంటుంది సార్?
అగైన్ it depends upon your taste and choice amma. General recommendation is freelancing ki civil engineering is the best. Hello. Civil engineering if you take and if you do some additional course as interior design, okay, you can settle as a very good architect with interior design after your B.Tech without depending on anybody, only with the help of a single computer system or a laptop, you can start doing your consultancy. That is one way. And in computer science also, people are developing some web apps, some startups. Today, we are in a global village. In every field, there is a consultancy. Every field, there is a entrepreneurship. And in every field, there is a self-employment. That is why I told in the beginning, first it depends on your personal choice and taste. But to have a secured settlement, way of settlement and other thing, I suggest you do civil engineering. and you join for 1 or 2 years in a professional architect as a apprenticeship, and then your life will be excellent. Why? Because you can join as a you can settle as a architect. Also, you are eligible for all government jobs, because government jobs are mostly available in civil and EEE.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Right.
Yeah, hello, sir. Hello,
Yes,
sir.
Srikant.
sir, college lo చెప్పే classes, why are they not enough to crack GATE exams, sir?
College నుంచి
College classes చెప్తారు కదా, sir. Why are they not enough to crack GATE exam? అంటే ఎందుకు సఫిషియెంట్ కాదు మీరు చెప్పే క్లాసెస్?
కాబట్టి
త్రిశాల్ కొంచెము క్లియర్ గా చెప్పండి సార్ కి క్వశ్చన్. హిస్ క్వశ్చన్ ఇస్ why are the students not crack GATE exams?
బాబు, tell your question clearly.
సో మీ కాలేజ్ లో క్లాసెస్ చెప్తారు కదా సార్,
అవును,
GATE ఎగ్జామ్ రాయడానికి ఆ క్లాసెస్ ఎందుకు సఫిషియెంట్ కాదని అడుగుతున్నా.
అవును,
అది ఎందుకు అనుకున్నా?
ఎందుకని అంటే because in every engineering college and for every teacher we have some limitation. Okay, the engineering college is not a coaching institute for the GATE coaching, correct?
Yeah.
We have to focus on imparting the concepts of various courses to the students, and we should make them to ready for higher studies, employability opportunities, and in turn for research also. These are our objectives, not for training them in a competitive exam. That is why, because of that constraint, teachers cannot focus on the GATE coaching and what is the required for the cracking the GATE entrance. So you need to join a separate coaching, like you by this time you might have get experienced with the intermediate education and JEE mains coaching, correct? Both are same?
Yes. Hello?
In the same way. That is why even if you are staying other than Hyderabad also, some of the coaching institutes are offering crash program for GATE coaching during May and June after your 6th semester of engineering exams. So at that time, you join in that coaching and get knowledge and then practice. And when you are in the 7th semester, every year in the month of February, first week they conduct the GATE entrance. You can write that GATE.
సార్ ఇంకొకటి, వాసవిలో B.Tech చేస్తూ IIT మద్రాస్ BSc ఆన్లైన్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ తీసుకోవచ్చా? మంచి చాయిస్ అంటారా?
No.
B.Tech చేస్తూ IIT మద్రాస్ BSc కోర్స్ డేటా సైన్స్.
You are comfortably can do it, provided if you are able to manage.
Yes.
Okay. If you are able to manage both the academic activities, you can comfortably do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Definitely,
Thank
you
you.
can do it.
So any questions from the audience? Students, ఎవరికైనా questions ఉంటే please raise your hands. Sir ఉన్నారు మనతోటి, సాయి ప్రసాద్ సార్ తోటి మీరు ఇంటరాక్ట్ కావచ్చు. Anyone? So you can continue with the session, sir, if you are fine. Yeah.
So I think I am explaining about this CAT coaching. So there we stopped that. So those who are aiming for the MBA admission in the prestigious B schools, you will have to crack the CAT examination, common admission test. In that, the basic things are similar to GRE exam. In addition to that, group discussion skills, 1-to-1 interview techniques, resume preparation, all those things they will get you trained to expose yourself in a better manner. And then the CAT exam will be generally conducted every year in the month of November. After that, they will conduct the group discussion and a one-to-one interview, and then they give the admission. So in this way, you will have to prepare either GRE TOEFL or IELTS or GATE or CAT. So if you choose any one of these items, definitely it will help you for your campus job also. Okay. So in addition to the campus recruitment training, so I personally advise all the students, you should opt for the campus recruitment training or technical skills training or skill development courses, whatever offered in your engineering college. Please follow it carefully. They are highly useful for securing the jobs. They will refine your knowledge, sharpen your brain. Definitely, it is a professional way of making you to meet the objectives of the recruiting companies. Okay. After that, another area of life settlement, career planning is to become an entrepreneur. Today, Government of India and society is giving a lot of importance for innovation and entrepreneurship. I combined. Actually, innovation, incubation is different, entrepreneurship is different. Why I said innovation and entrepreneurship is, today, if you observe various people who are successful in their field, they all identified a particular specialization, which is called, I call it as innovation. In that, they made a beginning and they achieved today so much big. You take any example like Zomato, Swiggy, okay, or any other digital platform, digital learning, because I don't want to mention the company names, digital learning organizations, Byju's, like that. You name anything. Initially, they started with one-to-one, and they expanded today to the entire globe. So all that is beginning, it is innovation, and then they made it as an entrepreneur and developed into the bigger scale. So for that purpose, those who are interested in towards innovation entrepreneurship, they should always focus during their coursework in the college. Particularly in the second, third year, most of the colleges are offering mini project or course-based projects. These course-based projects and mini projects will help the students to apply their knowledge on the basic concepts to a given problem. Okay, to a burning problem, to a particular concept and a particular expected outcome. I wanted this outcome. So this concept, how it is used. So in that way, our teachers will give you training on the course-based project, or in some colleges, it is called as a theme-based project, course-based project, mini project. However, every student have to execute a entire semester project, which is called as a main project in the 8th semester. In between, there are some course-based projects or theme-based projects or mini projects are there. So you should be very serious in that mini projects. Simply, in those projects, simply searching from the internet and submitting some report, which is a formality for evaluation, you should not focus on that. You request for a challenging problem statement from your teacher. Here, 1 second, to get some problem statement, nowadays AICT and some reputed colleges are also conducting hackathons. Okay, those hackathons will help you to apply your knowledge to the given problem. For example, of course, whether you might have had it or not, I don't know. A small example I'll tell you. In villages, farmers face difficult of frequently thefting their tractors, which are useful for the farming. Okay. So what this problem is given to you, what you as a computer science expert or an electronics expert, what is your solution? Okay, one solution you may give, sir, you construct a big shed and you put it in that tractor and use a shutter and with a big lock and key, you can protect your shed and tractor. But in villages, all people cannot afford to buy the sheds and other thing. So what one student has given answer is a multi-level security. First, instead of a ignition key, he suggested a biometric. So unless the particular owner fingerprint or a driver fingerprint is affixed, the engine will not start. Okay. Sir, then somebody has asked, what, Mr. Even ignition key is also not available. I can connect the wires, engine wires from inside by lifting the bonnet and I can start the tractor. Yes. If somebody forcibly start the tractor without biometric, a system is arranged in such a way that diesel will flow in a reverse manner from tanker to engine. That means what happened? If you forcibly start the tractor, engine, diesel will not be pumped into the engine from tank. Instead, whatever the engine is, diesel is available in that engine will go to the tank. So automatically the tractor will not be able to move and its engine puts up. Then another fellow told that, no, sir, we can do one more thing. I'll get a crane and lift the tractor and put it on a truck and take away. After that, I will use it. Okay. The moment you try to forcibly lift the tractor, there are sensors he has arranged in such a way that if you forcibly touch the sensors which are inside arranged, immediately it gives a alarm to the owner and rings a siren and gives a SMS or a message to the nearest police station. So in that way, he has suggested a possible multi-level security to a farmer to protect his tractor. So this is only one small example. I told this kind of problems will be given in the AICT hackathons. So if you select one of those problems to solve it, then you will be able to lead towards innovation. Okay, that innovation will make you a big enterprise. So initially, you can look at in so many stories who started a very low profile for their personal affair, like preparing the sweets, preparing the pickles, and preparing a YouTube tuitions. Several methods are there to become an entrepreneur. But in becoming an entrepreneur with the technology is much more pioneering and very good career settlement opportunity for any individual to settle in the profession. Okay, so in that way, the fourth area of objective, because one student asked after my engineering, if I don't get a job, how to survive myself and how to plan my career. So this is one of the best solution to think for a innovation and entrepreneurship. So through entrepreneurship, you can provide a job to so many people. See, nowadays, so many people are innovating through apps, innovating to, I think, OLX, selling the second-hand items, second-hand cars. These are all through innovation. Earlier, all those facilities are not there. Now, buyer will get the required rate for his product or for his item, and seller also get a genuine or authentic price for the genuine item or a car or whatever it is. In that way, that OLX is helping. So like that, several things are available. Don't think that everything is invented. Nothing is to be invented. now it is closed. So never think like that. It is still open, and we are at the beginning in India for the innovation. Lot of things are there, and you can mold your career in a very excellent manner. Even if you are selected a job also, after gaining 5 to 10 years experience and become a financially sufficient, then also you can become an entrepreneur. Not necessarily immediately after 1 or 2 years of your career you can settle in your profession. Okay, so these things I would like to share with you. Now any other final clarification or doubts you can ask. Hello, Monica madam.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is it okay?
Yes, sir. So any questions from the participants, students? Would you like to interact with sir? Because we are about to move on to the next session. So if there are any questions, you can also write it to us on the chat box, or you can raise your hands. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. The session provided us with the valuable guidance and broadened our understanding of emerging opportunities.
Hello.
Okay, madam. Okay, madam. Thank you.
Yeah, there is one question, sir. There is yes, Madam Nilima. You can please interact with sir.
Sir, namaste,
Yeah.
sir.
చెప్పండి.
సార్ మా బాబుకి 10,200 లో వచ్చింది సార్ ఈడబ్ల్యూఎస్ ర్యాంక్ మెయిన్స్ లోని.
ఓకే.
అడ్వాన్స్ కి సెలెక్ట్ అవ్వలేదు, అదే నాట్ ఎలిజిబుల్ అడ్వాన్స్ లోని. అయితే మేము ఇప్పుడు నెక్స్ట్ ఇంకా ఆప్షన్ అంటే 95.2 వచ్చింది సార్.
ఓకే మేడం.
అంటే ఆప్షన్స్ తక్కువగా ఉన్నాయి తనకి, అంటే 9,000 తో కట్ ఆఫ్ అయిపోతుంది కదా ఈడబ్ల్యూఎస్. 9,600.
ఎక్కడెక్కడ అయిపోతున్నాయి మీకు? ఎన్ఐటీస్ లోనా?
అవును సార్.
ఓకే. ఏ ఎన్ఐటీస్ చూసారు మీరు?
ఎన్ఐటీస్ అన్ని అయిపోయినాయి సార్. అంటే ట్రిపుల్ ఐటీస్ అన్న కాంచీపురం మెకానికల్ అది వచ్చేది ఉంది అన్నట్టుగా చెప్తున్నాడు బాబు.
ఓకే. మీ బాబుకి ఏ కోర్స్ అంటే ఇంట్రెస్ట్ అండి?
తనకి ఈసీఈ మీద ఉందండి.
ఓకే. ఈసీఈ సపోజ్ మీరు ఎన్ఐటీస్ అండ్ ట్రిపుల్ ఐటీస్ లో ట్రై చేసుకోండి.
ఓకే సార్.
లేకపోతే వేర్ ఆర్ యూ స్టేయింగ్ అండి? ఎక్కడ ఉంటారు మీరు?
రాజమండ్రి సార్.
రాజమండ్రిలో ఉంటారు. యూ కెన్ గెట్ ఎ సీట్ ఇన్ అవర్ వాసవి ఇంజనీరింగ్ కాలేజ్ ఆల్సో.
వాసవి అంటే మనకి ఇక్కడ కాదు సార్, తెలంగాణ కదా సార్.
అమ్మా, కేటగిరీ బిలో రిజర్వేషన్లు ఉండవు. ఎంటైర్ ఇండియా ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్లీ కన్సిడర్డ్. ఇందాక మనం మాట్లాడుకున్నదంతా కూడా కన్వీనర్ కోటాకి మాత్రమే. వితౌట్ మీరు జేఈ ర్యాంక్ మీద మేము ఇస్తాం అడ్మిషన్. మీరు మా అడ్వర్టైజ్మెంట్ పడినప్పుడు అప్లై చేసుకోండి, మీకు సీట్ వస్తుంది. బాయ్స్ అండ్ గర్ల్స్, ఆంధ్ర, తెలంగాణ, బీహార్, యూపీ, all will be considered equally. Only JEE rank will be considered. JEE main CRL rank. Please make a note that CRL rank will consider. What is his CRL rank? EWS is 10,000.
70,000 sir. 71,000.
He will get definitely ECE in our college.
Okay sir.
You can look at our college website for admissions. We put a rank analysis, cut off ranks for last year. You can see that he will get it.
ఓకే సార్. సార్ ఇంకొక చిన్న డౌట్, అంటే మాకు ఇక్కడ ఆంధ్ర ఏపీ సెట్ కూడా రాసాడు సార్, ఇంకా రిజల్ట్ రాలేదు. సో అదొకటి.
మేడం మీరు ఒకటి సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకోండి మేడం. బిఫోర్ యూ సెలెక్ట్ ఏ కోర్స్ ఆర్ ఏ కాలేజ్, మీకు వాట్ ఈజ్ యువర్ ఆబ్జెక్టివ్? ఇప్పుడు నేను చెప్పాను కదా కెరీర్ తర్వాత 4 ఆబ్జెక్టివ్స్ ఎలా ప్లాన్ చేసుకోవాలని. వాటిల్లో మీ బాబుకి ఏం ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ ఉంది? ఆ ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ ఫుల్ఫిల్ అవ్వాలంటే ఏ సిటీలో ఏ ఊళ్ళో చదువుకుంటే వస్తుంది. సపోజ్ ఈ గాట్ వెరీ గుడ్ ర్యాంక్ ఇన్ ఏపీ ఎంసెట్ అనుకో, మీకు గాయత్రి విజ్ఞాన పరిషత్లో రావచ్చు, విజయవాడ సిద్ధార్థలో రావచ్చు, భీమవరం SRKR లో రావచ్చు. అవన్నీ టాప్ కాలేజెస్ ఏపీలో. ఓకే, అవి ఓకేనా? లేదు హైదరాబాద్ లో చదువుకుంటాడా మీ బాబు, అక్కడ చేర్పిద్దామా? దాట్ యూ ప్లాన్ ఇట్ అంతే. అంటే మీ బాబు గోల్స్ రీచ్ అవ్వాలంటే ఎక్కడ చదివితే అది బాగుంటుంది, అండ్ వెదర్ ఈజ్ ఏబుల్ టు స్టే అట్ అవుట్ సైడ్ వితౌట్ పేరెంట్స్, హాస్టల్లో ఉండి చదువుకోగలడా లేదా, అవన్నీ ఈ లోపల మీరు ప్లాన్ చేసుకోండి.
ఓకే సార్.
ఓకేనమ్మా?
ఓకే సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
రైట్.
Sir, thank you, sir, for patiently answering all the questions raised by the students.
Okay, madam.
We are glad to have you here today. And so